Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our February 17th council meeting. Our first order of business is a call to order and rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Item number 2 of our agenda is the reading of the Sunshine Statement and roll call by our municipal clerk, Mrs. Lauren Statz.
This meeting of the Dunellen Borough Council is called pursuant to the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Law. This meeting of February 17th, 2026 was included in a list of meetings that was advertised in the Courier on January 8th, 2026, and as a teleconference was noticed on the official Dunellen website on February 13th, 2026, and on the public bulletin board on North Avenue on February 13th, 2026, and has remained continuously posted as the required notice. Mayor Salento.
Present.
Council President Lance. Noted absent. Mrs. Albertson. Present. Mrs. Rios. Here. Mr. Scott.
Here.
Mr. Sigmund.
Here.
And Mrs. Vandermark. Noted absent.
Item number 3 on the agenda is mayor's appointments to boards, commissions, and authorities. No vote is required. Tonight, we're appointing Roger Dornbier, Tara Duggan, and Sharonda Weiss-Schimpf to our mayor's cannabis task force with term expiration of December 31st of this year, as it's an annual appointment. And we thank them for stepping up to the plate and volunteering. And there's many opportunities you can find on our website to volunteer to the various committees, commissions, and authorities. And to the high schoolers that are here this evening, we do welcome your participation as well, because it's important to engage and civics is important. So we welcome you as well. So that is item number 3. That is done. So you want us to do the oath of office here, Ms. Sharonda, or you want to wait? Why not? Let's do it. We have 2040, yeah. I won't be here, but 2040.
I'll be 90, but that's okay. Right now. Of course.
Does everyone hold the Bible for Ms. Sharonda? Okay.
Yeah.
You mind if I hold it? But we got it, y'all.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, I was there.
Come on, Friday.
I state your name,
I, Sharonda Weiss-Schimpf,
member of the Mayor's Cannabis Task Force,
member of the Mayor's Cannabis Task Force,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
that we will bear true faith and allegiance to the same
that we will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the government established in the United States
and to the government established in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations. And then you
Whole life. Oh. Thank you.
Item number 4 on the agenda is proclamation and presentations, and I know that's why we have a great audience this evening. We appreciate you all being in here and also sharing your talents with us as a municipality and a school district. Ms. Sharonda, I'm going to ask you to join us again to read the proclamation, and then we'll call the winners up of the essay and art contest, and we have some lapels to share with you. So.
Proclamation recognizing the winners of Black History Month Essay and Art Contest. Whereas February is recognized as Black History Month in the borough of Dunellen. And whereas the Dunellen Arts, Inclusion, and Culture Commission and Dunellen Public Schools collaborated to organize essay contests in Faber Elementary School, Lincoln Middle School, and Dunellen High School and an art contest in Dunellen High School to honor Black History Month. And whereas Gianna Hughes won first place and Paulo Tran won second place at Faber Elementary School for their essays on Martin Luther King Jr. And whereas Sophia Maldonado Sanchez won first place and Gianna Aspey won second place at Lincoln Middle School for their essays on Martin Luther King Jr. And whereas Samara Mangaroo won first place and Elizabeth Serrano won second place at Dunellen High School for their essays on Martin Luther King Jr. And whereas Josh Osborne won first place, Amina Black won second place, and Chloe Downing won third place at Dunellen High School for their artworks depicting Harriet Tubman painting the sea and leading her people to freedom, a portrait of musician Lauryn Hill, and a Black woman seeing her younger self in the mirror respectively. Now, therefore, be it resolved that Mayor Jason F. Salento and the Dunellen Borough Council congratulate the winners of the Black History Month Essay and Arts Contest and celebrate their achievements and talent with the entire Dunellen community. Signed on the 17th day of February, 2026.
Congratulations.
So if you are present, you can come up. Deanna Hughes, Paula Tran, Sophia Maldonado, Sanchez, Deanna Asmus, Samara Mangaroo, Elizabeth Serrano, Josh Osborne, Amina Black, and Chloe Young.
One, two. Why don't we sandwich in just a little bit for the camera?
All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, one more, 1, 2, 3.
Okay, all future leaders, ready to join a Now, as you can see, we're showcasing some of the artwork throughout today's council meeting. So we are a small town, but a mighty town with a lot of great talent in our school district. So another round of applause for the students. Okay, next up is a proclamation recognizing February as Love Your Library Month, and I've asked Councilman Rios as the liaison to the library from Mayor and Council to read the proclamation.
Love Your Library Month proclamation, whereas libraries connect people to literacy, information, and culture to build and sustain a diverse and vibrant community. And whereas in a world undergoing constant change, libraries provide enduring connections to the past and the future of our communities, nations, and civilization. And whereas libraries provide access to important research about health, economics, housing, the environment, and countless other areas to support better living conditions and to help people lead longer, more productive and fulfilling lives. And whereas Dunellen Public Library offers access to literacy, technology, community resources, and information, print materials, and digital downloads. And whereas the Dunellen Public Library offers children's programs such as story time and after-school crafts, teen programming such as gaming club, cultural celebrations, ESL classes for adults and teens, and programs for adults, which include painting workshops, book clubs, museum passes, home deliveries for senior citizens, and the Homebound, which encourage habits of reading that will benefit their personal and professional lives. And whereas the Dunellen Public Library services support a competitive workforce with basic literacy programs, access to technology such as Chromebooks, iPads, Wi-Fi hotspots available for small business startups, job search, and other resources to support businesses and economic development. And whereas Dunellen Public Library creates a welcoming environment for everyone to celebrate the joy of literacy, learning, creative communicating, and cultural exchange. Now therefore be it proclaimed that Jason F. Salento, Mayor of the Borough of Dunellen, proclaimed that February 2026 as Love Your Library Month in the Borough of Dunellen, and encourage all residents to visit our library and thank the dedicated professionals for making this unique and wonderful institution possible.
Thank you, Councilwoman. I noticed, were you one of the students that came in for the art or painting contest? Or the essay contest? Okay. We would like to recognize you. What's your name? Elizabeth. Well, congratulations. Why don't you come up? We'll give you the Okay. Next up is item number 5 on the agenda, the meeting, approval of our meeting minutes from February 2nd. Do we have a motion and a second? Move it, Sigmund.
Second, Rios?
Any comments, additions, or edits to the meeting minutes as they currently stand? Without hearing any, roll call, please.
Mrs. Albertson? Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
And Mr. Sigmund.
Yes. Next up is item number 6 on the agenda. We have introduction of ordinances 2026-03, 2026-04, and 2026-05. These are all ordinances dealing with our redevelopment plan in association to the state mandate around affordable housing and our obligation and compliance with that plan. I can proudly say that we are in good position with the state and we are moving forward with it. But in doing so, we have to introduce an ordinance around it, and then the next meeting will be a public hearing and adoption and presentation by our planner and our affordable housing attorney. So, civic lesson for council meetings. Ordinances are the laws of our local land, whether they're zoning, whether they're code, whether basically anything. It's the law of local government and the land here. So how it works is we introduce ordinances. They have a 10-day period statutorily in which they are provided through the clerk's office. We place them online as well for residents to be able to read them and then come back at the next council meeting and have the opportunity to make their concerns heard on such ordinance. Council and mayor are able to speak upon that ordinance, and then a decision is made whether we vote on it as it currently stands, or do we make amendments and then move it back to a reintroduction at a subsequent meeting, or do we vote it down altogether? So tonight, there's no discussion on introduced ordinances, but you'll hear discussion on the public hearings and adoptions for this evening coming up next. So can we have a motion and second on ordinance 2026-03, an ordinance of the Borough of Dunellen in the County of Middlesex, New Jersey, adopting an amended and restated Dunellen redevelopment downtown plan, phase 1. Move it, Sigmund.
Second, Rios?
Roll call.
Mrs. Albertson? Yes. Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
And Mr. Sigmund.
Yes. Can I have a motion and second on 2026-04, an ordinance of the Borough of Dunellen in the County of Middlesex, New Jersey, adopting a redevelopment plan for block 85, lot 3 on the official tax maps of the borough. Move it. Second, Scott. Roll call.
Mrs. Albertson? Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
And Mr. Sigmund.
Yes. Can I have a motion and second on 2026-05, an ordinance establishing affordable housing program requirements and adopting regulations governing the administration of very low, and moderate income housing units?
Move it, Rios?
Second, Sigmund. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Albertson? Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
And Mr. Sigmund.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, as noted, our next council meeting on March 2nd, they will be heard and potentially adopted. And you can pick them up to read either online or at the clerk's office. Item number 7 is the adoption of ordinances. We have this evening 2026-01, an ordinance to amend the general legislation of the Borough of Dunellen Municipal Code, Chapter 256, Streets and Sidewalks, Article 1, Snow and Ice Removal, Section 3, failure to comply, removal by borough, assessments of costs. Can I have a motion and second on this ordinance to open up to public comment?
Move it.
Sigmund.
Second, Rios?
So just to summarize it real quick, this is us amending our snow removal ordinance to make sure that those, as we found out, who did not remove their snow from the sidewalks and the crosswalks that they are obligated to as property owners, that the borough has the ability to remove it ourselves and charge back that resident if they're not able to. Okay, without any comment from the public, we'll move to mayor and council for discussion. Okay, roll call.
Mrs. Albertson?
Yes.
Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
And Mr. Sigmund?
Yes. Okay, can I have a motion and second on 2026-02, an ordinance to amend the general legislation of the Borough of Dunellen Municipal Code, Chapter 233, Sewer Use, Article 1, General Regulations, Section 37, Sewer Rates. Move it, Sigmund.
Second, Rios?
For the public, before I open it up, I'll summarize this. This ordinance is amending our sewer rate ordinance. Historically, Dunellen's sewer rate has been a flat fee. We are keeping that in place. It was $365. We are raising it to $375 because there are improvements that need to be made. We last year, and you can find this all online, we went out to bid on our sewer utility, our lines. Only American Water came back and bidded $5 million. We didn't have another bidder. We didn't feel it appropriate to go on that bid. $5 million, personally, I thought the value was low, but we also didn't have anything to compare it to. So instead of privatizing it, we made the decision to save capital improvement plan that we had to build out for that. We as a municipality will do so we can control the rates and make sure that it's not a separate entity, you know, having the right to just raise the rates. So in doing so, this year we're raising the flat rate to $375. This recognizes that next year there'll be a rate of $375, but also a $1.30 usage fee in order to make them the ability to raise the $2.5 million capital over a 10-year period to make improvements to our well over 100-year-old sewer system. So that's what this ordinance is about. Okay, so with that summarization, I will open the floor to the public. We kindly ask that you just state your name and residency, and we're here to address your concerns and answer your questions. Yes, Mr. Morgan.
Any more than 80513? Question. Now, I understand you said you're just gonna raise it to $375, am I right saying that?
They're a flat rate fee, correct?
Yeah, it's flat rate for the year,
Correct,
and we're still gonna have the option of paying it, what, was it 2 times, I think we can pay it?
correct. But next year in 27, it'll be based upon a usage fee. It'll be
Okay,
a flat fee of $375, which covers the operations of the sewer utility currently, and then the usage fee, which would be data collected back from New Jersey American Water.
okay,
Because it goes, and there's opportunity for the summer months that if you're using water volume because you have a pool or you're watering your gardens, we average out the front end and the back end, so this way that's not captured, because clearly that water is not going into the sewer.
and that's something new we're gonna do next year, right?
Next year, those funds are gonna be raised to help the capital improvement plan of $2.5 million over 10 years to make sure that we are
Okay, and I-
sustainable.
That's
as our
something never
structure.
done before, that's why I was asking,
Yeah.
especially with all these apartments,
Yeah.
complexes, and then now you're gonna treat normal homeowner price on it, that's what I don't.
Well, they have to pay it too.
Okay,
They have to pay it too.
but I was on the impression of all these improvements and everything going on, and that we thought it was gonna get better. It's obviously not saying we as normal taxpayers, you know, small houses. I guess we're gonna have to pay more, even though we're improving the town, that's all this thing.
Well, with improvements does come with a cost. And
Okay.
unfortunately, over the past, how many years have we had the sewer utility? 13, 12?
Oh, yeah, about that much, yeah.
Yeah, the rates have only increased twice. So that's only really covered the expenses, and the way it's been reactionary, and that this needs to be proactive and sustainable over time. And even with the usage fee, we are and we've done the analysis, and it was recently presented at the council meeting what was it? December. We are well under our neighboring towns. Some towns are 1,000 a year, some towns are 500, 600. We are averaging, even with the usage, that people will probably fall in the 400 range.
Okay, so you're gonna get that information from the water company.
Correct.
Okay, all right.
And there is opportunity for disabled and seniors to take advantage of a program that would, yes, cap it or freeze it, so.
And Mr. Morgan, the thought on this is to try to make it as fair as possible with residential homes. Trying to. A house with one or two people have to be paying the same as a household with 5 people.
And then we have all those households that we have more than we're supposed
But
to.
if we use more water, so we can pay more. So that's the way we can capture it. And as the mayor was talking about our neighboring towns, Bound Brook is somewhere around $500, South Bound Brook is $600, Warren is $573. There's a lot of towns that are paying much more than us. We are far behind a lot of the municipalities around us. And, we have a 110-year-old sewer system that we have to try to, maintain.
You know, I knew that.
And we try keeping the rates low as possible, of course, and every time we've had the conversation, there's been some economic means, whether it was the housing issue or COVID happened, and you don't want to burden people during very detrimental times. So, but we're at a point where we have to make the improvements or else it's not going to be sustainable moving forward. So. I have to pay it too, Mr.
No, my hardest understanding is all these apartments we never had, all these, like, all over, I got, we got 3 now, we got 2 more going on. And we were figuring that would cut the cost for some of us, us, the whole town, I should say, not us. But it seems like with improvements and bring in more things, and they help us with that.
Well, as I noted, they pay towards it as well. In fact, one of the development projects gave us a brand new force main throughout the town. Another one is going to help with some improvements to other gas pump stations. So I understand your concern. The goal is to increase revenue through the projects, as you're saying, but that's a separate topic in of itself from this ordinance. But I can state that they do pay into this as well. And there's connection fees that they have to pay. So because they are building new, they are paying their share of this part.
Yeah, the crossings, that redevelopment project, basically. Improved about $1 million, almost $1 million worth of work. Between the crossings going to the pump station on Washington.
Okay.
But we hear your concern. Thank you. Any other members of the public, we ask that you please state your name and your residency, and we're here to address your questions solely around 2026-02. Okay, without hearing any comment from the public, either in person or online, we'll open the floor to mayor and council for discussion.
Okay. Mr. Morgan, I do just want to state for the public as well, we made this decision to, as I said, the capital improvement, we could have implemented it this year. And not that it makes it any easier, believe me, I recognize that. But we wanted to make sure that we inform the public and educate the public over an entire period of a year so they know what their bill is going to be based on their usage above what the rate is. So we're trying to just be transparent and educational at the same time and know that we have $2.5 million worth of improvements outside of daily operations that we have to do for the sewer utility.
Thank you, sir. Okay, no further discussion from council.
Albertson, Mrs. Rios,
Yes.
Mr. Scott,
Yes.
and Mr. Sigmund.
Yes. Okay. They're both done with the on there. Okay. Item number 8 on our agenda is resolutions. We have resolution 76 through 80. If Mrs. Staff, you can read them out and give the opportunity for council to ask their questions if they need to.
Resolution number 76 is to pay the bills.
Move it Rios.
Second, Scott.
Mrs. Albertson? Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
And Mr. Sigmund.
Yes.
Resolution number 77 is appointing a municipal housing liaison.
Move it Rios.
Second, Sigmund.
Mrs. Albertson? Yes. Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
And Mr. Sigmund.
Yes.
Resolution number 78 is a resolution of the Borough of Dunellen authorizing the payment of a deposit to seller in the amount of $15,000 for the acquisition of block 30, lot 26, which is 205 North Washington Avenue.
Move it, Sigmund.
Second Rios.
So for public's understanding of this resolution, we are pushing forward the purchase of 205 North Washington Avenue, the old Investors Bank, which is adjacent to the hotel, Pompey's Pedals and the Art Annex. We're doing this because we need municipal parking for the municipality, for the downtown, as well as municipal services related to any future expansion. So the goal here is municipal parking. And we were able to do that through funding through redevelopment, thing called payment in lieu of parking. And so that's a contribution that developers provide to municipality to find parking. So the money paid up front to acquire this property is through those funds, so everyone is aware. And this is just the start of putting a deposit to get to the purchase agreement, et cetera.
Mrs. Albertson? Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
And Mr. Sigmund.
Yes.
Resolution number 79 is to accept the resignation of Marshall Morales as janitorial/custodial staff member.
Move it, Sigmund.
Second Rios.
Thank you, Marshall, for your years of service here, and he'll be missed. You did a great job.
Mrs. Albertson? Yes. Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
And Mr. Sigmund.
Yes.
Resolution number 80 is authorizing the hiring of Martha C. Diaz as part-time janitorial staff for the Borough of Dunellen.
Move it, Sigmund.
Second, Scott?
Mrs. Albertson? Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
And Mr. Sigmund.
Yes.
Well, we welcome Ms. Diaz to the team. She was here today and she was very energetic, so we're happy to have her part of the team. Okay, item number 9 is consent agenda. We have items 81 through 84. If council can please review and let us know if there's any specific resolutions you want us to pull for discussion, and then we'll vote accordingly based upon that. Okay, no further conversation. Do we have a motion and second to enter into a consent agenda?
Move it Rios.
Okay, roll call.
Mrs. Albertson? Yes. Mrs. Rios?
Yes.
Mr. Scott?
Yes.
And Mr. Sigmund.
Yes.
Doke. Next up is council reports. Councilwoman Vandermark's not here. Councilwoman Rios.
Yes. The Dunellen Police Department, January statistics. Their CAD entries were 1,699, total arrests 11, motor vehicle tickets, including parking, was 591. That's for the month of January. DWI arrests 5, motor vehicle stops 238, and motor vehicle crashes 1. I thought it was more than that. Was it 4? DDMO is looking forward to an exciting year filled with great events and community activities. Be sure to check out the Facebook page for updates on grand openings, upcoming events, and opportunities to get involved. We welcome volunteers who want to help make Dunellen even more beautiful and vibrant. Dunellen Public Library. Please take a moment to visit the Dunellen Public Library Facebook page and website. We have posted a short survey to help guide and plan future programming. If you have a few minutes, we encourage you to click the link and answer a few quick questions. In addition to the survey, please check out our current programs and events for the entire family. We are currently still seeking a full-time library director and a part-time bookkeeper. If you are interested, please email your resumes to info@dunellenlibrary.org. And that's all.
Okay, thank you.
I know.
Councilwoman Albertson.
This Sunday, February 22nd, doors open at 1 p.m. Movie starts at 2 p.m. This is $10 to go, $10 to pay. So come on out and enjoy a fun afternoon while supporting our local dealer. And you'll know. The finance committee is creating this in Highland. Well, right to the questions about the participation recommended budget. The recommended budget will accompany a detailed report featuring key budget drivers and explanations for the Finance Committee's consideration. Dunellen Arts Inclusion and Culture Committee is having paint and sweets on February 27th, 7 p.m. at Deli Cream, which is at 387 North Avenue. For $35, you'll get everything you need to paint. You will also get a sweet sampler from Cream Delight there. And to register, you go to www.dunellenparksandrecreation.com. The Friends of the Dunellen Public Library's open air market begins on May 3rd at 11 a.m. The DOCC will be celebrating Spring into Wellness with us that day. The market is open on the first and third Sundays from May through October. To become a vendor, contact us at Friends of the Dunellen Library at gmail.com or follow us on Facebook with that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Councilman Sigmund? Yes, and due to the heat wave we're experiencing, I'm going to begin with a DPW report who deserves this much needed break from the snow. The DPW crew has been working diligently on snow cleanup since the January 25th storm, which is quite a while ago. Their efforts have focused on opening and widening crosswalks and intersections by removing the snow and ice, and have been clearing out snow and ice from the many catch basins throughout the borough. And our mechanic division has also been quite busy repairing and servicing the snow equipment following the heavy usage during this past month's snow events. Furthermore, they have continued to service the police and DPW vehicles as needed to ensure our operations remain uninterrupted. For the Board of Education, the Dunellen Board of Education will be holding a special meeting on Friday, February 27th at 6 p.m. at Lincoln Middle School to discuss the renewal of Superintendent Ross's contract. For recreation and senior citizens, the Hometown Hero banners, the community is encouraged to honor veterans by ordering commemorative Hometown Hero banners with a registration deadline set for April 1st. These banners will be displayed downtown starting just before Memorial Day and will remain until Veterans Day, celebrating the service of those who have served. Registration is now open. This next one is near and dear to my heart. There are volunteer coaches needed for our recreation programs. The recreation department is currently in need of volunteer coaches for our upcoming spring programs. We're seeking coaches for soccer, grades K through 8, baseball, ages 4 to 8, and softball, grades 1 to 8. Our volunteer coaches play a vital role in creating positive experiences for our youth and ensuring our programs continue to grow and thrive. If you're interested in making a difference and supporting our community's children this spring, please contact Kelly Cedar at kcedar@dunellenborough.com. And I would like to add that just as a coach myself for many of these programs, it's also a lot of fun for the coaches, and you do get to meet new people and build relationships with other like-minded adults who also like to coach. So it's a win-win for everybody. And for the Mayor's Traffic and Pedestrian Safety Task Force, they met and welcomed the Youth Advisory Board, Terry Albertson and Beatrice Jimenez. Our meeting on February 10th, we listened and had a wonderful conversation, and it is always refreshing to witness and experience the energy of youth. Even more so when we discover how aligned our goals are, and we are excited to continue working with them. And I also want to thank Alex Miller for his close collaboration and guidance on this task force as well. And that is all for me.
Okay, thank you, Councilman. Councilman Scott.
Very short report tonight for buildings and grounds. The server installation, the new servers have been installed at both the police department and Borough Hall. The security system, LPW, has completed the preliminary wiring for the security system. And the electrical upgrades have been completed at the OEM office. And that's my nice short report for you.
Okay, short and sweet to the point. There we go. Okey doke, my report, I know you've seen them being placed up, the flashing beacon lights or the RRFBs that you see in the downtown and various other locations that were installed along North Washington. They're expected to be fully operational, thank God, over the next couple weeks, weather permitting. The activation of these lights was delayed because PSE&G had to work on all the LED lights and some of the wiring in a very old town. You can only imagine that they need to be updated. And then also again to the recent weather and scheduling issues that was related to that. So that's why it's been postponed a bit. But just to let the public know that this project, the RFB lights that you see in the downtown, were funded because of redevelopment. They were funded as community benefit dollars at no cost to the taxpayer. And I know there's conversations around redevelopment, what we're doing with the downtown. But I can assure you that beyond what they're doing and for their own investments, of course, because they're business people, we ensure that they are providing revenue to the town through annual service charge fees and pilots, as what they're noted as. But also not just that, but through contributions to what benefit the community as a whole. And pedestrian and traffic safety, we all know, is a big key to that factor. So we expect them to contribute to it. So that's what that funding helped fund those. And as we know, they improve pedestrian safety by signaling drivers that someone is crossing into the crosswalk. And we're just looking forward to them being finally on. But also to note that we also got a $170,000 local aid grant 2 years ago to place them at South Washington Avenue and Orange Street going into Columbia Park, New Market Road and Grove Street by Whittier, the old Whittier School, current Living Hope. And then we're also looking at other key locations along Madison and North Washington Avenue for installation this year or spring of next year. So we do take very seriously pedestrian and traffic safety, and we're trying to go in the best direction we can. Resources are always limited, and Rome wasn't built in a day, but we are taking it very seriously. New Jersey American Water. I understand that's everybody's friend lately. It's scheduled to start. They're scheduling to start water main replacements on 2nd Street between Lincoln Avenue and Madison Avenue during the week of February 23rd. Again, weather permitting, that's going to be a key word on some of these projects in the next couple of weeks. The project involves replacing an 8-inch ductile iron water main that has been in service for over 85 years. This section of water main serves 17 residential homes. The work will be complete in 3 phases. Phase 1, the contractor will perform test pits to inspect the materials used in water service connections and ensure that no lead pipes are connected to our residents' home. Phase 2, the replacement of water main itself. And then phase 3, installation of new water service lines, water meters for each home, and new fire hydrants. And then shortly after that, our 2nd Street phase 2 roadway improvement will start. It's funded by a grant.
Okay. And because American Water doesn't have to pave 2nd Street because we're paving it.
Right now in town. So there you go. So this project, New Jersey American Water is investing $450,000, and that now totals us close to $24 million or $25 million, $22 million over the last 5 years that we've been able to get American Water to invest in our water infrastructure. So I know it's been a headache around Faber School and traffic, but at the end of the day, they're not spending that kind of money in a lot of municipalities. They're working with us. We're able to negotiate and get them into town, and we're replacing well over 100 years, 80-year-old pipes. And we will never have to probably see another pipe replacement in certain sections of town until, well, never, because we most likely won't be around. So, it's I know it's annoying for the traffic, but the improvements were necessary. So thank you for your patience. And good news is, again, all the roads that they touched are getting repaid. So that's good news. Washington Avenue beautification, PSE&G expects to resume work on the decorative lighting that we found that are between Washington Avenue within the next 2 weeks. So that's decorative lighting between north to the train trestle bridge, and it's going to be you'll see them add decorative lighting and trees, and it'll just spruce it up. We got that through a grant as well. Outside of that, that's my report for this evening. No council discussion. Department head reports. Anything from legal?
No report.
That's great news. Thank you. Lauren, Registrar Clerk's Office?
No report tonight, Mayor.
Okay. Administration?
Yeah, that, Okay, grant, that's all the streets that were dug up and water mains were installed last year. That's a good news, so.
And it'll be 75% of our roads paved in Dunellen.
Yeah, by the summer, well, 75% of the roads paved in the last 5 years.
When we're driving on them. Ms. Cedar, anything in recreation?
No, sir.
Okay, Captain, Lieutenant. Lieutenant.
No report.
I didn't forget your IT. Nothing report. Okay. Mr. Morgan, I know you don't like me calling on you, but tonight you actually have a report for the fire department. Is that what you
Very
said?
sad report, very busy report, and a lot of money for Mr. Sheen. We had, just recently, Greg Myers, 57, exempt reserve member of the fire department, passed away. And then, we have, Sue Ann Zone, who's the mother of our deputy chief, Sue Connolly. She died February 13th, and we're having, the viewing is at, Sunday, February, 22nd at, Sheens, 2 to 5. We have Ann Hill. Ann Hill died February 13th. Ann Hill was the wife, excuse me, was the wife of Will Hill, I'm sorry, William Hill. He was our past chief, our deceased past chief for many years ago. And she's having a mass on, St. John's at 10 a.m. and a viewing at Sheen's at 4 to 8 p.m. So we had like 3 and almost the roads passed. Very sad thing. And when we gonna go?
If everyone doesn't mind, we'll just take a moment of silence for 3 minutes.
So, you know. Here I had a dry spell, now all of a sudden this comes up, you know what I mean?
So now we'll take a moment of silence. Okay, thank you. OEM certs?
No report today.
Okay. Where's Homer?
Either way. You got it tomorrow.
Okay. Anything to rescue?
Yes, I'm Jim Chapu, the lieutenant of the Dunellen Rescue Squad. So the Dunellen Rescue Squad, with cooperation with the Borough of Dunellen, is hosting a CPR class on February 22nd at the senior center. It was clearly demonstrated by the past weekend with 3 CPR calls that we responded to that CPR is a necessary skill that everybody should be trained on in this day and age. So if you want more information, it'll be on our Facebook page. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Lieutenant. Be dope, I don't see any other department heads, right? No. Okay. At this time, we have item number 13, public comments. We ask that you just please state your name and your residency, and we're here to listen to your concerns, your comments. We'll take compliments.
I will say, I give you all a lot of credit for staying, because a lot of the presentations we do, they usually just they hightail right out of here. So God bless you for staying, man. Thank you for, being civically engaged. But, which is important regardless, right? So, okay, no, comments from the public, either online or in person? Okay, without hearing any, we'll close that portion of the meeting. Before I ask for adjournment, I just want to note our next council meeting is March 2nd. That's a Monday, right? No holiday ahead of that, right? So we have our meetings on the Tuesdays after a federal holiday. So the next meeting is Monday, March 2nd at 7 p.m. in these chambers. You can join us again in person or join us virtually. All are welcomed, and we're here to serve you and address your questions. So with that, we'll ask for a motion on resolution 85 for adjournment.
Move it, Sigmund.
Second, Scott.
All in favor?